make a bow drill kit. So I've got some cottonwood. This will be for the spindle, and this will be for the hearthboard or the fireboard, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to start carving that. I'm going to probably split this and create the hearthboard for that. Now cottonwood is pretty prevalent in San Diego or Southern California, for that matter. It's the second preferred choice next to yucca, which is harder to find. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to carve this down from my spindle, try and make it as straight as possible. I'm just going to start shaving off one end. I want to get it kind of like a pencil on one end, and on the other just like a dull rounded point. So you just start carving at it. Pretty soon you'll have your spindle, which I think next to the hearthboard is probably your most important piece of the bow drill kit. Right, I've been carving at this one. I've got kind of a nice tip going on one end, and I just got to round that a little bit more. The other thing you want to do is, this is basically as good as it gets for a spindle. It's pretty straight, so, but it's round. You don't want your cord to slip on that. So what you do is you carve a little bit of the middle to create a bite, so that the string or your cordage will bite on those edges, almost like you're making a hectagon or something similar to that. You just don't want it perfectly round, so that it will potentially slip on your cord. Got a visitor. So, what'd you say? So it's getting there. A little bit more. Just kind of rough it up so that the cordage will kind of bite on that, and that's just about done. Just round that up a little bit and good to go. Now the type of wood I'm using is from the cottonwood tree, which you're looking at right here. It's identified by the broad leaves, kind of heart-shaped. You want to use the dead branches, the dried branches. Okay, now that it's split, you can pretty much chuck that piece. It's got a lot of termite holes in it. Pull it right off. Wow. You ever seen live termites? They're in here. I don't know if you can see that, but there they are, actively feeding on this wood, which is going to be my hearthboard after I knock these out of there. Well, what I'm ending up with is probably 2 hearthboards. I'll just use the sides where it's not riddled with termites. I got one here. I think I'm going to end up with 3. That's about the thickness that you want there. It's a little thick, but it can be shaved down. And then I got a 3rd piece here I can work with. So all in all, from that log I can get 3 good hearthboards out of that. There's one thing I'm sure to do when I'm working with an axe, and that is wear some protection, some gloves, especially these with the hard knuckle. These Rothco gloves are just awesome. Good maneuverability and lots of protection. If you accidentally slip with the axe, you're not going to sustain that much damage unless you're swinging it really hard. figured I'd put these hearth boards over here and let the ants do my dirty work. They're actually pulling those termites right out of the woodwork, saving me any hassle. Now there's a bird over there who is starting to devour these termites that have spilled out of this wood. So everybody's getting a meal today. I do have my bow. It's got a bit of slack in there so that when you do put your spindle in there, it'll tighten up nicely. And if you can see those carving marks in there, it's going to create a bite on that cordage. You don't want your cordage so tight that this thing is just going to fly out. I mean, it could go that way into the water and then your spindle's wet. So you just want enough tension so that you're going to keep it in there without flying out, and it's going to have enough tension to rock back and forth and create that friction that you need. Yeah. Well, I've been processing 3 good likely hearth boards here. This first one is probably going to be the best. It has minimal termite damage on one side, so I'm going to probably start the burn-in hole right about there. Maybe a little farther to the edge. I can probably get 3 or 4 on this side. Maybe 1 or 2 of these could be a total loss, and just try and make the best of that. Well, the sun's coming up, and it looks like it's going to be a nice day. A little bit of mist on the lake here.